Hey, hi, congratulations, season 7.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I feel good, man. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I kind of assumed that we would go into season 7. When you sort of make it to season 5.5 and you hear you're picked up again, you're like, okay, let's finish this out. Let's do it strong.
I mean, there's a lot of back and forth. Is this ending? Is this continuing on? It could continue on forever. When is the point that you're going to be like, okay, this is my time? Or are you just proud and honored to be in this amazing show?
I sort of take it day by day. I mean, I know that sounds a little inappropriate, but I don't know. We're coming upon the finality. I mean, just speaking candidly, our contracts we signed originally, all of us, for 7 seasons. So we're coming up to the end of 7 seasons, and at least in my past, like when Sweet Life ended, I think it was a bittersweet experience, but we were all sort of ready to go. I don't know how we're going to feel at the end of this. It's been a lot of work and a ton of memories, and we shoot up in Vancouver, so we've been away from our family and friends for quite a while. So I guess I'll take it with a grain of salt and see.
Well, speaking of the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, you literally just reunited with Brenda's song. How did that come together?
Yeah, no, I know people have been sort of. Well, we did this publicity tour for Moonshot, and then Lana had an interview with Brenda that I wasn't a part of, and I was deeply offended, genuinely offended by it. I was like, this is no fair. This would have been so much fun. But I popped in real quick and said hi, and then she, I had to let her.
I mean, in the world of reboots that we're doing right now, would you ever reboot the show? Would you and your brother ever go back?
Never.
No.
I'm asked that question a lot. I don't really believe in reboots, I'll be honest, and that you can carve that on my grave. I think to take something that's beautiful and nostalgic, and then to sort of reopen that and bring it to modern criticism it's a dangerous thing. Let it live. It's beautiful and pure, and I don't know. I love Brenda, and I love Ashley, and I love Phil, and all of the cast. We had such a great experience, and it seems. I don't know, it's like finishing a chapter and then, going back and writing more to it. I don't really...
That's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be like Friends in a few years, where you'll just reunite on camera.
Yeah, I mean, that would be fun.
Yeah.
But I see them, so it's not like that. We're already doing that. It's just the cameras are off.
Well, the fans would love the cameras. Thank you so much.
We've been on such a long journey, and I never thought I would be on a show that ran 7 seasons. I feel like that doesn't happen anymore, and I feel like we're the ones kind of still standing, so it's an honor.
I mean, Roberta said there's a lot of steam left in this well-oiled machine. How do you feel about that? Do you imagine where your storyline could go?
How can you imagine where the storyline goes? I have no idea where it's going to go, but I'm along for the ride.
Overall, what are you most proud of when it comes to your entire Riverdale experience?
I'm just really proud of the friendships I've made, I think. Especially with the women on the show, I feel like we've all gotten really close over the last 6 years, and it feels like they're family and people that, I don't know, they're the only people in my life that understand the specific situation that we're in, when it comes to career stuff, love life, anything, we all support each other and stand by each other, so I'm really lucky to have them.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
There's such a comfort of knowing that, the show that you've been on for so many years is continuing. You don't have to audition again. So I just, and still being with the family, working with my best friends every day. It's great.
Do you think there's a lot of story left to be told when it comes to Riverdale?
I think there's a few things left, but I don't think that there's much else. I think once the water settles, I think that the characters have gone through enough turmoil. I think it's time for them to have their peace,
Yeah.
They need a break. They need to breathe. There's only too much drowning you can take.
100%. And when that moment does come, when will you know? When will you be like, I think my character has been through it. I think she's
I
wrapped.
think it'll come at the end when the show's done, at the end of season 7, if that's when it ends. I think that's when it'll come for all the characters. I think there'll be a nice little tie. You know, my character still has some things to work through right now. She's fighting for the serpents. She's fighting for her son. So once that settles, I think she'll be at peace.
And now being a real mama, how does it feel to play these scenes with a son?
Oh, it's like I get so emotional, like sometimes doing some of my scenes. There's so much I can relate to. And I personally love it. And then getting to hold another baby on set, you know, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. Like, and I know how to handle the babies. So like, I always say, Mom, you're in good hands. I'm a mom.
Oh, good.
But yeah, I like it a lot.
Looking back at your 6 years on Riverdale, well, you had a little less. How many years have you been on?
5.
5 years.
Yeah.
So looking back at your 5 years, what are you most proud of?
Most proud of, you know, my cast. And, you know, we've really created a beautiful thing that people have loved for now 6 years. And I'm proud of this journey that we're on and that we've gone through it together. And for that, I think we're going to be family for life.
All right, a congratulations is in order. Season 7 is incredible. What does that mean to you?
Season 7, it means, you know, craziest stories. Yeah, I mean, we're all really grateful for another season of work, especially, you know, I feel like our fans are so loyal that I kind of saw it coming. But yeah, we're all very excited. Yeah.
Yeah, Roberta said that there's a lot of fuel left in this machine. Do you think that there's still a lot of story to tell?
100%. I think 100%. I mean, Roberto, who's standing right there, he is a genius, and he can make anything happen. So yeah, I was not surprised at all to hear that we were doing another season. We're ready.
I mean, you're nowhere near wrapping up, but if you were, do you know how you kind of want your character to be wrapped up? Do you have an ideal situation?
Yeah, I mean, for Archie, I feel like it's always been really, family has always been the most important thing in his life. And we've seen that over you know, past seasons. And I feel like to wrap it up for him would be to settle down, I think. Because we've seen him go through high school and, you know, be a little bit of a dog. So it's time for him to settle down.
So when it all is said and done, are you going to miss those pops, like milkshakes, burgers?
What I'm going to miss the most is those, and what I already do miss the most are those, like, what's it called in the high school where we're hanging out in the room?
Like the cafeteria?
Not the cafeteria, the other room. We're like between...
Oh, like the hangout room?
The hangout room. What's it called again?
What is that called?
In New
Bobby, do you
Zealand,
know what
it's
that?
called a green room? No, that's not a green room.
It's not a green room. That's when you're on set.
I forget
What is that called?
They know what it's called. Write it down in the comments.
Yeah, I don't think I went to a cool enough school that had one of those.
I had one, I just can't remember the name of it.
We'll call it the hangout room for
The
now.
hangout room.
Yeah.
Nice.
The playroom. Okay. At what point do you think that you'll be able to show Shasha Riverdale, and are you excited to show him?
I think he can figure it out for himself. I've thought about that. Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to force anything, you know, to him. And who knows, maybe he won't even, you know, like it. I'm sure he's not going to like seeing his dad hooking up with a bunch of chicks, you know. It's not cool.
Very fair, but it's cool to see your dad on TV like that, right?
I don't know. I've never seen my dad on TV, so.
Fair. I would imagine so. Looking back at your 6 years in this game, what are you most proud of when it comes to Riverdale?
I'm most proud of our crew. I feel like we have a lot of loyal crew. The crew and the fans. I feel like the people who don't have the accolades that kind of we get to stand here and receive. So yeah, I feel like that's what I'm most proud of, the support of the fans and the support of the crew and the hard work that the crew puts in.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.